And we are live again from the Whitman Baltimore Winter Expo. And we are joined by the second half of this dynamic duo, Dr. Fred Bart. And welcome to the Coin Show and welcome to our Whitman booth.
Hey, thanks for the invitation. I appreciate being here.
Yep. So we had a ton of fun talking to your daughter. She is a fireball. We really enjoy her. And I just was saying that it's a lot of fun to talk to folks that are in the business with family members. How the heck does that work? How do you guys not kill each other?
How do we not kill each other? Well, so listen, here's the backstory. Bianca has always been passionate about coins and paper money.
Okay.
I mean, from little on. She has an older brother. Typically, it's a male-dominated hobby industry, and you kind of figured he might have an interest. He could care less. But Bianca, from an early age, loved this. She was passionate. She was knowledgeable. She continued to expand her font of knowledge. And when she got out of high school, she very much wanted to come join us full-time. Her father is mean. I mean, this guy is terrible.
Is he?
The stories I could tell you about him. But then you have to censor him. He made her go to college for 4 years, get an undergrad degree, and that nasty guy, he actually paid for it.
Wow, what a jerk.
Sometimes you can't.
Make people get an education.
You can't talk sense into everybody.
That's right.
And there was a method to my madness, of course. Even though I knew she loved it, I knew she was passionate about it, I figured this is where she was going to end up. I also thought she needed something to fall back on. She needed some time to be on her own, some independence, some learning, and some social learning.
Yeah.
You can tell she's got excellent social
Very well
skills.
social.
Yes.
Yeah. Now, while she was in college, she actually worked in the PCGS grading rooms, grading paper money, helping them summers and winter break, and sometimes after hours at shows. The day after she got her bachelor's degree, she showed up at 9 a.m. in the office. And she hasn't fired me since.
Oh, my God.
And I'm going, this is like, I don't know, 7-8 years or something like that now. So I don't know if she's kind of forgiving or I'm doing a good job.
You must be a valuable employee.
It's the benefits, right? It's got to be the benefits.
I think I work cheap. I really do. So
there must be an amazing benefits package. I swear. It's got to be.
Yeah. Well, working with family, is invaluable. It's intangible. It has, and it does have some rough patches.
Unique ups and downs.
It does.
Yes.
More ups than downs, but some of them are, high highs and low lows.
Yeah.
You're at the peak of Mount Everest, and then you're at the bottom of
the Marianas Trench.
Marianas Trench. That's exactly what I was trying to think of. So, but for the most part, we're kind of on an even plateau. We bring different things. She is far more technologically advanced than I am. She makes fun of me for not being able to use my iPhone. I have to remind her that I taught her to eat with a spoon.
There you go.
So listen.
Different technology.
Yeah, I'm just different point in time.
Not to pee in her pants, that kind of stuff, right?
Yeah.
Right. The important stuff.
Yeah. So life progresses. I'm older. I'd like to think that my knowledge has continued to expand, but not my knowledge of technology. I was never very technologically oriented, and as technology continues to advance, now in the world of AI and ChatGPT, it's far beyond me.
We had a very great conversation with her about how that's changing the industry and where it's going and what we think it's going to do.
So here's my question: is that since Bianca seems to be more technology oriented and definitely better directed at it, was it a hard move for you to just kind of trust her with the direction she was taking your business?
Well, that's a hard-hitting question, buddy.
Hey, man, let's journalism.
Sorry. Yeah, it's all right. So there's two things. One, it's now her business. She is CEO of the corporation. Having said that, was it hard to trust her? Well, it's always difficult to get off a horse and release the reins.
Yep.
Okay? I don't care how much faith you have in the horse or the new jockey.
Sure.
I knew that she was going to have some bumps along the road, as I had. I also thought that hopefully she wouldn't repeat the same ones, but that if there was a stumbling block, that I could be there to at least offer some suggestions, some guidance, and leave the final decision in her capable hands. So I really wasn't concerned.
I like that. And Let's switch gears a little bit and get to the 5th edition of the book that you guys have just come out with.
Okay.
So the first 4, Bianca said the first 4 editions were pretty much a you project, and then this 5th edition, you said, let's do this as a team.
Correct.
And was that the same kind of process where it was a complementary, or was it taken a little bit different direction when you guys decided to do the book together?
No, I would say it was complementary. We both contributed to each of the chapters. We both decided what to include, what not to include. Sometimes I would go off on esoteric, data-driven tangents that nobody else in the collecting industry except for myself care about, and suck up pages. So she'd go, no, Dad, no. I don't know what the hell you're thinking, but if you are thinking, I'm thinking this is not a good idea. So in those instances, I would defer to her.
Smart.
It worked pretty well. I think we selected an awful lot of the photos together. At least, if we didn't select them together, the other person approved them. So we, it was fun.
I have to tell you that paging through the book, because I just seen it the first time today. The pictures in it are phenomenal. The paper money errors are something that, this has a price component to it as a book. And paper money errors are probably less fluid in their pricing than like coins and stuff, because the market, these are more, they're more constant. They're harder to find. They're not date driven and things like that. So do you see this pricing changing every 2 years, every 4? Are you gonna,
that's a tough question, Mike.
or is it just something that you're gonna let it ride and say, look, I tell people all the time about the Red Book. This is a great book for relative pricing, one coin to another. I wouldn't take any of the numbers as gospel, but if you look, you can see that a 1909 SVDB is worth a whole lot more than a 1910S, and it'll always be like that.
Sure.
So,
yes. Whatever the question was, my answer is going to be in the affirmative.
I love that.
The prices, in fact, I won't call them prices. I'm going to call them values, because those are assigned values, in many cases derived from auction realizations, fixed price lists, hard data. So the book's not perfect. The values aren't perfect. They weren't perfect before it went to press. They're not perfect 2 months, 3 months after it's been released. And they will remain imperfect in some areas and some errors in some grades for the next several years.
mm-hmm.
Historically, we've watched these things trend upwards. But, the real key, I think, to the book is being able to identify an error that you have, because in my humble opinion, they did an excellent job with the quality of the images.
Yes.
So if you don't know anything about an error, you can open it up and go, hey, that looks like what I just found. Oh, well, let me find out a little bit about it. They don't have to care about the other 280 pages. They have now been able, a newcomer, to identify what they have, an approximate value, and if they're so inclined to go back a few pages and read how it occurs.
And the correct identification of the type of errors, so that if they want to get a value, they're now talking about the right thing.
Correct.
That's important.
I like it. This is a book that I'm actually going to keep one in the office, because my guys, we get a lot of people coming in the door, all the time as somebody that runs a full service coin shop with Lord knows what they have or how the heck it happened, but they think it's an error. And so if I have a nice reference that I can say, okay, so this is what the errors look like.
Mm-hmm.
What you have has been bleached or has been exposed to chemicals, or this is photocopied on there to try to make it look like an error. Like
Matt, you're so right. You're so right.
And I've seen that. Well, only because I've seen that stuff in the door, and we have to make that determination, and having a way to show people, this is the way, this is the process in which these nodes were made, and this just can't happen. That's the way.
Actually, a fairly knowledgeable collector a few hours ago brought me a 1928A $1 silver certificate with a blue back. And I was surprised he didn't realize it. I said, well, this was accidentally washed years ago. No intent to deceive. This was done in a washing machine with an alkaline-based detergent. And if you go back to kindergarten, blue and yellow make green.
Yep.
What the detergent has done is extracted the yellow, leaving the blue behind.
And
So, Matt was talking about using it as something to show customers, this is the process and this is how it's made. I'm going to kind of use it exactly the opposite way in my shop, because for me, identifying paper errors, I'm not really great on them.
Sure.
But I like to deal in them. So this will give me a better way of identifying it, give me some idea of, how to price them, because I think for most shops, that is the problem.
It is a problem.
It's like you take it in and then it's like you try and comp it and there's just not as many out there to find.
And they're extraordinarily difficult to look up online. I mean, not necessarily to plug Heritage, but they have a phenomenal database. Good luck trying to find a $1 1974 ink smear.
So,
Yeah.
and some
Okay.
of the terminology is very interesting as well.
Well.
Yeah, I mean, if you don't know the errors a little more in depth, some of the terminology doesn't make a lot of sense. Like wet transfer? What the heck's a wet transfer? How does that
Exactly.
happen? So, breaking that all down will be
Broken
helpful.
boards.
Yeah.
Oh, geez.
Yeah.
Here we go. Yeah.
But that'll be I think a way that I can use this book to help people better understand and recommend it for them. So that's just the way I see it going in my future.
Yeah,
Perfect.
this is definitely a must-have for your collection.
And you
If
guys
you
can
like
get it.
paper errors, you need a copy of Paper Money Errors, 5th edition, a comprehensive catalog and price guide by Dr. Fred Bart and his daughter Bianca.
Yep. And you guys can get that at Whitman.com. If you use our promo code The Coin Show, you will get an exclusive discount on the book through Whitman, Whitman.com.
20%.
Thank you for hanging out with us.
Hey, it's our pleasure. Thank
Yeah,
you,
no,
gentlemen.
really, we appreciate
the
having you on.
opportunity.
Yeah.
We'd like to have you
share-
back.
We'll be back.
Awesome.
No, we appreciate the opportunity to share our passion and knowledge with the collecting community. You guys are doing a wonderful job, and thank you for allowing us to be a small part of it.
Oh, geez. Thank you
Thank
so
you
much.
for being a part of it.